Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe down below if you like my channel and my content. By doing so, you'll become part of my PJ squad, which is always awesome. As always, comment down below what you guys would like to see next, or if you just want to say hi and interact with me, I'll be answering as many comments as I can. Before we get started, I wanted to talk about something very quickly. Soon enough, you guys will see a change to my YouTube channel name. And I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to change it to my slime shop name, and my slime shop name is actually changing as well. So when I first started slime, it was called J Slime Shop. Then I changed it to Butterfly Blossom Slimes. Then I thought that was a little too random, so I changed it to PJ Slimes. That way you guys are still going to be part of my PJ squad, but my name will be different. And then I'm also going to have a second channel that I am going to post video games on, because that is my other aspiration to do in life, is to make a gaming channel. So that one is going to be called Player Gen, and this one will be called PJ Slimes. I just wanted you guys to know that. That means my slime shop is now changed. The only thing that has not changed is my YouTube name, but I wanted you guys to know before, I change it so that you guys aren't left in the dark. So with that, today we are doing a review on Sweet Slime's Studio. So you guys have probably heard of her, and some people may have even bought from her. I've never gotten from her before, but I always wanted to. The only reason I haven't before now is because let's see, I think the last time she restocked was around Christmas time, and that's a time where my money is very tight, and because I'm getting gifts and things, so I couldn't really buy from her. I had to buy from people that I really, really wanted from. I had to dumb it down to 2 or 3 slime shops, and she didn't make the cut, sadly. But as some of you may know, this was her very last restock, and so I knew that I had to get from her this time. So I got 7 slimes from her. It took, from the day I ordered, it took 11 days to get to me, which isn't too bad. With the coronavirus happening, it's actually pretty good, because most packages are probably delayed by about a week. So I think that it is really good shipping, and it's probably pretty accurate, because the box, as you can see, is 3 days. So just about delayed as much as the coronavirus has delayed everything. And she lives probably halfway across the country from me. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that really quick, but let's get into the packaging. So here are the slimes. I'm sorry, my cat is scratching in the background. She decided to start as soon as I started recording, of course. Come on. Okay, anyways, besides that. So here are the slimes. There she goes again. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but she is annoying. But I love her. Anyways, for the third time, here are the slimes, and as you probably can tell, if, whatever, usually I'll put the extras here. I didn't get any extras, and I don't know. Okay, so I was trying to think about this before I started, because as you guys know, before I start any video, I will check in the packaging to make sure nothing has cracked or leaked and everything's there and all that good stuff before I start the video. And I looked at it before I did a couple other things, and while I was trying to get stuff done, I was like, how am I supposed to do this? Because you guys, there was no care card provided, no borax. Now, extras like candy and stuff, I don't really care about, but I think the essentials, like a care card and borax, or at least a thank you note or something from the seller, is something that you need to send. And if the person that buys does not have borax, they are really out of a slime at some point. These slimes could all be overactivated and everything, but at some point they are going to melt, and it just can cause complications, especially if you don't send it. Now, she is, okay, she's not the biggest slime shop in the world. I think she is a 5-star slime shop, and she had 1,000 followers less than Celadon Slimes, who I reviewed quite a while ago, who also had their last restock. And I could tell, okay, first off, I could tell that she doesn't really have loyal followers, which I don't either, and it sucks, because it took her more than 2 days to sell out, and she had 80% less than Celadon Slimes did, and he sold out in 4 minutes. And I don't know, I feel really bad, but I just want to mention that, I just feel really bad. I don't know if she sold out yet, but she had one type of slime left, and that's the one that I didn't get, just because to me it just didn't look good, and I don't like slushy slimes, so I didn't get it. but I got the rest. But I just really did not get any like any extras. This was the only thing that was in the packaging. Like everything was nicely packaged, nothing cracked or leaked, but there was just nothing else, and I was just very, very surprised. The next thing that I wanted to mention is that she had 3 different types of containers. So here's the first type. Now I will say she like filled everything to the brim, and I love that. I know I'm not gonna be able to fit it back in here, but I do plan on moving all of these to different containers just so that they don't like dry out, or so, you know, I can fit them in here. So we had this one, and then we have these more sturdy types that I like a little bit more because they're snap-on. And then the one slime that had this was Sugar Rush, as you could see, but I think that's just because so that it would like stay better to the top. It kind of mixed, but that's okay. But I just want to mention she had 3 different ones. And the next thing that I wanted to mention, all of them except 2 don't have labels. So this one has a label, and this one has a label. The rest do not. And I don't know if that was a mistake. I'm going to ask her about it. I'm going to ask her about that after I'm done filming, so I don't know what she'll say. I'll probably pin it in a comment down below if I get a response or what happens. Maybe she ran out and didn't deem it worthy to make more or whatever, but you know, without the labels, at some point I think I'm gonna completely forget what these are called, and that really sucks because I was gonna keep these probably till the end of time, because if she doesn't restock again, I want these because she seems so sweet and I really like her slimes and aesthetics and everything. They look so cool. I'm so excited to dig into these, but without the labels, they're just kind of, I don't know, I guess there. And I have noticed so far, I've seen some hairs already. As you can see, there's a hair right there. And then I think I was kind of confused. I don't know if this is a hair or not. When we get into it, we'll know. I don't know if that's a hair or if that's like part of the container. I think it is, because there's one over here. I think that's part of the container. It just really looks like a hair, but just wanted to mention that. But before I ramble too long, we really need to get into this. So let's get into the slimes. So I'm going to start with probably, I guess, the best packaged one. I don't know how to make that like not sound rude, but let's start with this one. So this is Sugar Rush, and this one is the only one that is in a clear screw top lid container. With all of them, she has this label on the top, and I love it. Like, it's so like really cute, so rainbowy, and it's really, really cute. So this one is like a DIY clay slime, I believe, and as you can see, some of it mixed, but that's okay. It's been pretty hot lately. I think this past week when it was like shipping to me, it was in the 90s where I am, so I can understand that. But as you could tell, it's kind of underactivated, and I'm like, at the moment I'm debating if I should activate it or not, because I wanted to start the like doing where if they don't send borax, I'm not going to activate it, because some people are really stuck in that situation, so I can't really review it, if that makes sense. I'll probably activate it, but if someone else got this, they'd really be out of a slime already, because it's kind of melted already. I don't know if it's melted on the bottom, but it was melted on the top. But I just wanted to mention that. So the end result is a super sizzly clay slime, almost butter slime. And as you guys can see, I had like such a horrible time trying to activate this because the bottom was like soup. So I had to add quite a lot of activator to it, but it does turn out to like a very nice sizzly slime. Like, so sizzly, it's awesome. But yeah, it kind of smells like the Captain Crunch like scent that a lot of people use for like cereal milk. Like Parakeet Slimes uses it. That's kind of what it smells like, and I really like that smell. So I actually thoroughly enjoy this slime. I really wish it would have turned into a different color, because 2 of her other slimes that I'm reviewing are really close to the same color. So I thought I'd mention that. I thought it was kind of funny that it mixed into that, because I honestly thought it would turn into like a brown color like most people probably think it would turn into, but it actually turned into this like, I don't know, like a mix between a seafoam green and a forest green color. I actually really like this color. But overall, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. If it wasn't for like it being like really, really underactivated, it would have gotten a 5 out of 5. But I think like to the point where the bottom is like soup, I think that, I don't know, it should have, I don't know, I guess it probably was, she probably made it before and then just let it sit, and since there's clay on top, you can't really take that off, so it just sat and melted. Since there's no label on this, I'm pretty sure it's Cupcake with Thicky, right? Pretty sure that's right. I had to like look back at my order and see like what the heck this was called. But yeah, so this one, I think, yeah, it has like little sprinkles on top, which I didn't notice when she like initially played with the slime. Actually, that's really funny. Hold on. I was looking at this, I was like, it's not coming off. It's actually under the sticker. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. That's kind of funny. But yeah, this one looked really thick and glossy, which it is, and it's a beautiful color. I honestly have no idea what kind of color this is, but I love it. I do wish, you know, I didn't have like 3 slimes that looked almost the same, but it is a beautiful color. So the clicks on this slime are insane. I can definitely tell this has at least half clear glue in it because of the glossiness and just like the overall feel of the slime. If anything, I mean, it could be like 90% clear, but there is some like, I don't know, it doesn't happen too often, but some residue will come off on my hands, and that's usually because of vibrant slimes. This is pretty vibrant. My camera probably doesn't pick it up very well. But usually with vibrant slimes, it either leaves like dye on your hands, or for some reason it'll like break up the slime and leave residue. And I don't know why the heck it does that, but that's just kind of what happens. It is pretty annoying, and the smell, I don't know how to describe it. It's very, very artificial, almost plasticky. So I'm not the biggest fan of the scent either, but that one is a personal preference. I don't take off points for scents unless like it smells like, I don't know, like nothing, and it's supposed to smell like something, I guess. But overall, it's really nice. I think it's kind of basic. Maybe I was like anticipating her slimes too much. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5 as well because of the residue, and it just kind of sticks to me every once in a while, and I have really cold hands, so that's usually something that just doesn't happen. But overall, I still really enjoy this slime. So on to the last like blue-ish slime. This is Cake Pop Buttercream, and as in the name, it is a buttercream slime, and it looks very sizzly. So the texture on this actually really surprised me. As you can see, it's kind of jiggly. And I think that's because she overactivated the snow. I don't know if that was an accident or not, but it's, to me, it's not really a buttercream slime. It's more like an icy slime, if anything, because it does have that like wet residue to it, and it's super sizzly like an icy slime. It's like an icy slime mixed with, I guess, a butter slime, so really close to a buttercream, but not exactly, if that makes sense. Like a buttercream with overactivated snow, I guess. But it is kind of jiggly, and it has a wet residue to it. The scent is really nice. It's super sweet, kind of smells like buttercream, but it is very light, so I kind of have to put it up to my nose to smell it, but that's okay. Some people just don't put in a lot of scent, excuse me, and that's okay. Overall, I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5, just because to me, it is not a buttercream. This next one is Lychee Milk, and I was pretty excited about this one. This is one of the ones that was like filled to the brim, so I'm kind of scared to open it, but it looks really good and looked really glossy and clicky, so I was really excited to get this one. You guys, this one is so nice, like, I don't know. Okay, so there was some residue in it. You saw me pick out one, and there's like some more in here. Some are blue, some are like darker pink-ish. This one also does leave residue on my hands, like the last one. There's like some residue there. But I think, now that I think about it, that's probably the clear slime, which maybe you could, I guess, if I gave advice to someone who's closing, maybe less clear slime, I guess, or I don't know if like a good amount of lotion or baby oil is added, and like I stress that so much, but it really is important to add to a slime so that it does not stick like that, because it can get very annoying. The scent is very light on this one. Doesn't really remind me of lychee very much, but I'm not really sure how to describe this one. This one's kind of plasticky as well, but it is super glossy, and I wouldn't say like the thickest in the world, but probably a cereal milk texture, so I think that's pretty much nailed. But it does still leave that residue, so I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. I still enjoy it. The scent isn't the best, but like I said, I don't take off points for that unless there's supposed to be a scent and there's not. But overall, really nice. Just not my favorite, but I definitely will play with this again. This next one is Little Red Riding Hood. I love that name so much. So as you can see, it is a two-toned slime, and it is like, I guess, a bread slime. Obviously, to go with the name, I knew that wasn't a hair. And I think, okay, so the red is to represent Red Riding Hood, obviously, and her hair. And then this part, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she was bringing bread to her grandma. I haven't read that story in forever, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But this slime is really cute, and it did not mix at all, which I appreciate a lot. So I overall really like this slime. As you guys can see, I had to activate it. It was kind of sticky and I thought there was a hair in there. So you guys, like, I just kind of failed, but that's okay. Overall, like I said, I do like the slime. It's kind of bumpy right now because I did have to activate it, and that's usually what happens with clay-based slimes or whatever. But this is a really nice, like, sizzly butter slime. The scent is, like, really throwing off. It's like my brain is trying to decide if I actually like it or not, because, like, especially from afar, it smells like bread, which obviously that's in the name. It's really good. Like, it's almost shocking that it smells like freshly made bread, or not, like, not even baked yet. It smells like, I don't know, like bread dough. It's really weird. But, and then if you get really close, you can smell something super sweet, almost like cheesecake, almost like really rich chocolate. But I overall really enjoy the scent, and I love the color that it came out to. It's like a brick red. And yeah, so I really like this one. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. This next one is Oreo Cool Whip, and I think this one and the next one I was the most excited about. This one because I love Oreos, and I've heard so many good things about this slime, so I was super excited to try this one. I was just so excited to try her shop. Let's just say that. Alright guys, I'm officially obsessed with this slime. Okay, so it has like an artificial-ish Oreo scent. Like, I know Oreos are already artificial or whatever, but it smells like Oreos, but like if it was a scent. So pretty on point, I guess. And like, as you guys could hear at the beginning, those sizzles are insane. And when you puff it up, it feels exactly like if Cool Whip was a slime. I'm like in awe. I love this slime like so much. The only problem is that black glitters are really coming off onto my hands, like right below my fingers and some on my palms, which does suck. There was too many added, but it is so beautiful. I love this slime. I'm gonna give this like a 4.999 out of 5 because of the black glitters, but I love this one so much. This is the very last slime. I know this video has gone on for so long, I just didn't want to split it into 2 parts, but I promise this is the last one. This is called Cotton Candy Cake Shake, and apparently this one is like her bestseller, which is why I left it for last. And she said it was like a mix of like a bunch of different scents. Like, I think she said like cotton candy and Oreos and frosting, and I don't even remember what else, but I was super excited to try this one as well because I wanted to see kind of what those scents like together smell like, because there was like 7 different ones. I was like, oh wow. And it looks really pretty. Like, those sprinkles are so pretty. So this slime is actually really nice. The scent really surprised me. So it's like a combination of a bunch of different scents, right? It's actually not strong, like, at all. I have to put it up to my nose to smell it, and it smells like really sweet perfume, which is like, it's really throwing me off because I'm thinking about like the scents that she adds, and I'm just like, how the heck does that happen? But it smells pretty good. I like the sprinkles. It pretty much feels like lychee milk, except not as stretchy, just a little bit, like, not as much, I guess. And I kind of like wanted to punch myself in the face because I accidentally got those black dots in it from the Oreo one. Like, I'm so mad at myself right now because I didn't see them on the table until it got in the slime. I was like, oh no. But this one's really nice. It does kind of leave that residue, so I think most of them just have that problem. It could be because there's too much clear glue in it, because it does make a really nice texture, but it also kind of sticks and leaves the residue. So I would either like try to tone that down, I guess, if that makes sense, or add like lotion or something like that, because I know a lot of people fear that lotion will take away glossiness, but it doesn't. If anything, it'll help it, and it'll make it stretchier. So that's just what I would recommend. But overall, I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 5. There's not really much residue at all, unless I'm kind of like wanting it to happen, I guess, so like right there. But I really enjoyed this one as well. So for my overall thoughts, I'm gonna try to make this not sound really bad, because like, I really enjoyed these slimes. But I guess to put it simply, her slimes are very basic, and that's really hard to like not do right now, because you know, a lot of people are making different slimes in slime textures and everything, so it's really hard to like make slimes that really stand out. And like, the scents on hers do stand out pretty nicely. I don't really like a lot of them, but they're very interesting. I like the concepts of all her slimes, very unique and everything, so she does stand out in that kind of category. But with the textures, they're all just very they just kind of stick to me, even though I have really cold hands. So that usually, of course, like I said, means that there's not enough lotion, not enough baby oil. There's just the slime and the activator and the scent, and that's it. And that's usually what can cause the stickiness. Some of them definitely could be stretchier. Some of them leave residue. And I don't know, they're just very basic, but I do not regret getting from her, and I would always recommend it, especially if she decides to restock at some point in the future. I would, of course, recommend everyone to try her, because she is really awesome, and she seems so nice. I haven't like actually like talked to her except with my order, because it kind of messed up a little bit, and that was my bad. But she seems so nice and everything, and I really hope she does stay around, because especially this one, like, I'm gonna be playing with this one so freaking much. Like, I love that one so much. But overall, just very basic, I guess, with the containers, and then the no extras. You know, that usually is something that you point out for a beginner slime shop. Just, I guess, I don't know. I'm not perfect either. I am far from perfect, you guys. I'm restocking soon, and you guys are probably just gonna go like off on me and be like, oh my gosh, they're not perfect either, which they're not. I'm still, of course, trying to get like perfect textures, but that's just my overall thoughts. Most of them got, you know, above a 4 out of 5, which is great. I know a lot of you guys, you know, don't like that I'm very picky, but it is 100% honest. It is my opinion. I don't take off for the scent thing that I already explained twice in this video and stuff like that. But yeah, I know you guys, I know sometimes I could just be too picky, but I really want to make sure that you guys know what I really like, what I don't like, and stuff like that. But without further ado, probably most of you guys are already gone by now, because I talk way too much, and this is a half an hour long video. I am so sorry. But with that, I am signing off finally. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.